truth is, Jupiter never tried to protect Earth. It almost destroyed us before life even began. 4.6 billion years ago, Jupiter was born as a monstrous giant, heavier than every other planet combined. Its volume was 1,321 times larger than Earth. Imagine crushing every planet, moon, asteroid, and comet in the solar system into one ball. Jupiter would still outweigh all of them together. And here's the terrifying part. Jupiter is made almost from the same material as the Sun, mostly hydrogen and helium. Scientists believe it came dangerously close to becoming a second star. If Jupiter had been just 80 times more massive, nuclear fusion would have ignited inside its core. A second sun would have lit up the solar system. What would that mean for Earth? Two suns burning in the sky, temperatures rising beyond survival, the oceans evaporating, the atmosphere collapsing. Every form of life erased before it ever had a chance to exist. But Jupiter failed. At the exact moment the sun ignited, violent solar winds blasted away the remaining gas and dust of the early solar system, cutting Jupiter off from the material it needed to grow. And so, Jupiter remained trapped forever on the edge of becoming a star, one step away, one final push short, the universe's greatest failed sun. We survived because Jupiter failed, the coldest stroke of luck in human history. But that was only the beginning of Jupiter's madness. 4.5 billion years ago, the newborn giant refused to stay still. Driven by its overwhelming gravity, Jupiter began charging toward the sun like a cosmic wrecking ball. Everywhere it passed, young planetary embryos, worlds still forming, were torn apart by its immense gravitational force. Just look at Mars. Mars was never supposed to be this small. It could have grown as large as Earth, maybe even larger. With enough mass, it might have held a powerful magnetic field, protected a thick atmosphere, and formed oceans long before Earth did. Life could have appeared there first. Civilization could have risen there first. But Jupiter changed everything. As Jupiter swept through the inner solar system, it stole nearly 90% of Mars's material, stripping the planet down to a frozen shell. Mars became trapped forever at only 1/10 of Earth's mass. The dry, lifeless red wasteland we see today, that was not Mars's original destiny. It was a planet robbed by Jupiter, and Jupiter kept moving closer, closer, straight toward Earth's orbit. At that moment, Earth faced only two possible endings. Either Jupiter's gravity would capture Earth, turning our planet into just another frozen moon orbiting a gas giant, or Earth would be violently thrown out of the solar system entirely, cast into endless darkness, wandering forever as a dead rogue planet. There would have been no life, no oceans, no future for Earth. But at the final moment, the universe pulled off something unbelievable. Saturn was born. Its enormous gravity grabbed Jupiter like a chain, locking the two giants into a powerful orbital resonance, like massive cosmic gears turning against each other. Then Uranus and Neptune joined the chaos. Four giant planets began a violent gravitational tug-of-war, pulling and twisting against one another across the solar system, and somehow it worked. Jupiter's deadly march toward Earth was stopped. The giant planet was dragged back into the outer solar system, forced into the stable orbit where it remains today. Earth was saved by a cosmic accident it never even knew happened. But the chaos created something extraordinary. As Jupiter moved outward, its massive gravity disturbed countless frozen objects at the edge of the solar system. Like a gigantic slingshot, it hurled billions of icy comets and ancient bodies toward the young Earth. Those impacts carried unimaginable amounts of water. Scientists studying the isotopes inside Earth's oceans discovered something astonishing. More than 60% of the water molecules on Earth appear to match the chemical fingerprints of icy objects from the outer solar system. In other words, the water inside your body may have once existed in frozen worlds beyond Jupiter, before a cosmic battle threw it across space and delivered it to Earth billions of years ago. Every drop of water you drink today may have begun its journey billions of years ago as ancient ice floating at the edge of the solar system. And the force that pushed it toward Earth was Jupiter. First, Jupiter nearly destroyed us. Then, by pure accident, it delivered the very ingredient that made life possible. It never meant to save Earth. It simply crashed through fate's doorway and changed everything. But then Jupiter took on another role. For the last 4 billion years, this giant planet, has acted like a massive cosmic shield. With its overwhelming gravity, Jupiter has intercepted countless asteroids and comets that otherwise could have slammed directly into Earth. Scientists estimate that without Jupiter, Earth's impact rate could be up to 1,000 times higher. Imagine extinction-level disasters happening not once every millions of years, but every few thousand years. Civilizations would never survive long enough to rise, and we actually witnessed Jupiter protecting us. In 1994, a comet called Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 impact approached Jupiter. The planet's gravity ripped the comet apart into 21 massive fragments before pulling them into its atmosphere one by one. The explosions were catastrophic. The impact energy was equal to hundreds of thousands of hydrogen bombs detonating at once. The scars left behind on Jupiter were larger than Earth itself. Any one of those fragments could have wiped out our planet completely. Jupiter never became a star, never became our enemy, and maybe without ever intending to, it became Earth's accidental guardian. Jupiter swallowed them all, every asteroid, every fragment, every planet killer aimed toward the inner solar system. When scientists saw the images from the 1994 comet impacts, many of them fell silent. They realized something terrifying and beautiful. This giant planet, 400 million miles away, had been protecting the small blue world called Earth in a way it never even understood, so humanity decided to go closer. In 2011, Juno was launched by NASA on a mission to uncover Jupiter's secrets. Juno carried 180 kilograms of titanium armor to survive Jupiter's deadly radiation. Its 3 giant solar panels stretched wider than a basketball court. The spacecraft traveled 1.7 billion miles through deep space for 5 long years before finally reaching Jupiter in 2016. But entering Jupiter's orbit was terrifying. The signal delay between Earth and Jupiter was 48 minutes. That meant when mission control saw the engine burn begin, Juno had already succeeded or failed nearly an hour earlier. Nobody knew if the spacecraft was alive. The control room could only wait in silence. Then finally, a signal returned. Juno survived. The room exploded with cheers. But the data Juno sent back shocked the entire astronomy world, because what scientists discovered inside Jupiter was far stranger, more violent, and more mysterious than anyone had imagined. For decades, humanity believed that deep inside Jupiter was a giant solid core, a massive rocky center hidden beneath endless clouds. But when Juno sent back its gravity data, that idea collapsed instantly. Jupiter doesn't have a solid core at all. Its center is a chaotic, blurred mixture of liquid metal, crushed rock, and superheated matter, all stirred together into something scientists now call a fuzzy core, like a cosmic soup boiling for 4.6 billion years until nothing inside can be separated anymore. And the deeper you go, the more terrifying it becomes. If you tried to fall into Jupiter, there would be no ground beneath your feet. First, you would plunge through thousands of kilometers of ammonia and sulfur clouds. Then you'd sink into oceans of liquid hydrogen, stretching endlessly downward. The pressure keeps rising, millions of times stronger than Earth's atmosphere. At around 30 million atmospheres, something impossible happens. The electrons inside hydrogen atoms are ripped away by force. Ordinary hydrogen transforms into an alien substance called liquid metallic hydrogen. It flows like water, but it's harder than steel. The temperature there reaches 30,000 degrees Celsius, 3 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This boiling ocean of metallic hydrogen spins at incredible speed, turning Jupiter itself into a gigantic planetary generator, creating the most powerful magnetic field of any planet in the solar system. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Any carbon-based life entering that region would die instantly. Cells would explode from the inside out, like eggs inside a microwave. That's why Juno flies through Jupiter's radiation, wearing titanium armor. Every close pass exposes it to radiation equal to millions of X-rays fired directly into its systems. Every approach is almost a suicide mission, and yet Juno survived again and again, sending back secrets humanity was never supposed to see. The most disturbing discovery involves Jupiter's Great Red Spot. This giant crimson storm has been raging for at least 300 years. Its winds move faster than rifle bullets, and its depth reaches over 320 kilometers, far deeper than Earth's deepest ocean trenches. When astronomers first recorded it in the 1800s, 3 Earths could fit inside it side by side. Now it's shrinking. In 2024, Hubble Space Telescope watched the storm continuously for 90 days. Scientists saw something terrifying. The Great Red Spot was twitching, stretching, and compressing like a dying beast deep inside Jupiter's atmosphere. Its surface area keeps getting smaller, but its vertical structure is growing taller and taller, like an invisible skyscraper rising through the clouds. And now, the latest supercomputer simulations have started a countdown to its death. Scientists now believe the Great Red Spot may be dying. If it stops absorbing smaller surrounding storms to feed itself, this giant vortex could completely disappear within about 950 days. A storm that has raged for over 300 years. A storm that watched human civilization rise through wars, revolutions, and space exploration could simply vanish into Jupiter's clouds without a sound. And nobody knows what happens to the unimaginable energy trapped inside it when it dies. But Jupiter's poles are even more disturbing. When Juno sent back images of the North Pole, scientists were stunned into silence. There are 8 giant cyclones there, each larger than Earth, arranged around a central storm in an almost perfect octagon. The spacing between them is shockingly precise, as if some invisible force deliberately placed them there. And the strangest part? They remain stable year after year. They don't merge, they don't drift apart. They simply rotate in formation, like a giant planetary machine. No other planet in the solar system has anything like it. Even today, scientists still cannot fully explain why these structures exist. Sometimes the universe shows us things so strange. The more we study them, the more they feel almost designed. But Jupiter's most breathtaking secret isn't inside the planet itself. It's hidden among its moons. Jupiter has 95 known moons, so many that the planet is basically a miniature solar system of its own. And among them, one moon may hold the greatest secret of alien life in our entire solar system. One of Jupiter's moons, Io, is the most volcanically active world in the entire solar system. Its surface is covered with more than 400 volcanoes. Some eruptions blast molten lava nearly 500 kilometers into space. Temperatures can reach over 1,600 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt steel in seconds. But Io was not born this way. Jupiter's gravity constantly crushes, stretches, and twists the moon from the inside. The pressure generates unimaginable heat, turning Io into a permanent volcanic nightmare, a world that never stops boiling. And then there's another moon. Europa looks quiet from the outside, just a cold white sphere wrapped in thick ice. But beneath that frozen shell may hide the greatest discovery in human history. Scientists confirmed that under Europa's ice lies a vast liquid ocean. Its total amount of water may exceed all of Earth's oceans combined, with depths reaching over 100 kilometers. And it gets even stranger. Deep below the ice, researchers believe there are hydrothermal vents, energy sources, and organic molecules, the exact ingredients linked to the origin of life on Earth. Think about what that means. On Earth, life began in environments almost identical to this. Liquid water, heat, organic chemistry. The 3 keys to life all exist beneath Europa's frozen crust. The Hubble Space Telescope even detected giant plumes of water vapor erupting through cracks in Europa's ice, carrying possible organic material into space. And those mysterious red streaks spread across Europa's surface? Some scientists believe they may be chemical traces from the hidden ocean below, leaking secrets from a world that might already be alive. Some scientists believe those mysterious red streaks on Europa may actually be chemical traces from life hidden beneath the ice. In 2024, NASA launched the Europa Clipper toward Jupiter. Its mission is simple and terrifying. Pierce the mystery of Europa's frozen shell and discover whether something is alive in the dark ocean below. If scientists find even the smallest microorganism, humanity's understanding of the universe will change forever. Because it would mean life is not unique to Earth. It would mean that across countless distant worlds, something may already be breathing, drifting, or evolving silently in hidden oceans beneath alien skies. And that moment may be less than 5 years away. Meanwhile, Juno continues orbiting Jupiter, moving slowly toward its final mission. When its fuel finally runs out, Juno will deliberately dive into Jupiter's atmosphere and burn itself to ashes. NASA made this decision for one reason: to protect Europa. Even the tiniest chance that Earth microbes carried by the spacecraft could contaminate Europa's hidden ocean is considered too dangerous. So rather than risk polluting a world that may already contain life, Juno will sacrifice itself. One day, it will make one final plunge into Jupiter's radiation-filled skies and disappear forever, becoming part of the giant planet it spent years trying to understand. So if you look up tonight and see that bright light hanging in the darkness, remember, Jupiter is not just a planet. It may be the place where humanity first discovers it was never alone. Look into the night sky and find the brightest point that isn't a star. That's Jupiter. 4.6 billion years ago, it almost became a second sun. It nearly burned Earth to ashes. On its journey inward, it stole the future of Mars. By pure accident, it delivered the water that gave birth to life. And for 4 billion years, its gravity has shielded Earth from countless cosmic impacts. One of its moons may even hide a second origin of life beneath an alien ocean. Jupiter never meant to love us, yet somehow, across the scale of the universe, it became one of the reasons we exist, because the deepest kindness in the universe is rarely intentional. Sometimes, it's simply the miracle left behind after chaos, destruction, and survival. Jupiter is like that. Life is like that. And maybe so are we.